A1 receives the pass and he begins moving immediately, and he lands with his left foot on the floor. So obviously that's the pivot foot. He gained control of the ball in the air, and then the first foot to touch by rule is the pivot foot. So now we've got the pivot foot as the left foot. So if that foot comes up while he's still holding the ball, if he dribbles, then that's a traveling violation. The foot comes up, so it's a traveling violation. He's got to start a dribble. Okay, let's give him that one. Now the right foot is the pivot foot, but he doesn't have a pivot foot because he's dribbling. So now he's going to end the dribble with his left foot clearly the pivot foot. Let's say I've missed the last two, but here's the third one. Let's give him this one. Okay, there's the pivot foot, left foot. He gathers the ball. He steps with the right foot. He's going to split the defenders. You know, it's probably easier to do if you get to play illegally. If that left foot comes back to the floor while still holding the ball, it's a traveling violation. And it is now a traveling violation. And he dishes the ball off to somebody else, etc. I mean, that is so... Watch it in regular speed now.
11 of the 14 coaches in the SEC having...
That's just 3 giant steps. He traveled from the time he started his first dribble. His left foot was the pivot foot. And then he dribbles. And then he makes clearly the left foot the pivot foot. Splits the defenders. Brings the pivot foot back to the floor. And it is clearly seen by this official, the trail, and the lead official. It wasn't that people were out of position. From a training point, we want to make sure that we as officials know which foot is the pivot foot when a player is holding the ball.